We're back with another episode of the Get It Right Saturday Night Podcast. I'm your host, Mark Francis, here with Oscar Morale.
Hey guys, how you doing?
And we got Colin Fursley.
How's it going, boys?
This might be the craziest week of all time in the NBA, in general, in life, in everything. And honestly, I forgot that the Super Bowl was this Sunday until today. So Colin, honestly, let's get right into it because there's so much crazy stuff to talk about.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, Super Bowl has kind of been a little like I haven't even thought about it to be honest. But yeah, I mean, like you said, craziest uh trade deadline in the history of the NBA, probably in the history of sports. Uh, we'll start it off with we're gonna talk about some of the trades first, right? So first, let's go ahead and talk about some trades. They're notable to talk about, but nothing crazy. First off, the Milwaukee Bucks, they traded for Kyle Kuzma, uh, and they in return the Wizards got Chris Middleton. So here's the full trade. The full trade. It was the Knicks served as a little third teamer. They took DeLon Wright. I'm pretty sure they just traded DeLon, or I don't know exactly know what happened, but basically it's just Kuzma for Middleton. Do you think Kuzma Oscar is gonna provide a spark to the to this Bucks team?
I mean, I think he could be a good rotation player. I just don't see what the purpose of this trade truly was, for either team. 'Cause Kuzma was more of a leader, for this young core that they had in Washington. I guess Middleton can still provide that role. I feel like Kuzma could have done it better because he is closer in age to them, kind of relate to them and tell them, what the experience, especially in the early years, is for an NBA player. I mean, Middleton could do that too, but I don't know. I feel like there would be more of a disconnect between the players, the young core that they have now, between them and Middleton than between them and Kuzma. And then in in Milwaukee's case, I think Middleton. I mean, bar injury, he has been very injury prone the last year and a half, especially. Actually, the last 2 years. What am I saying? Um, he's bar injury. He is a good third option behind Giannis and Dame. And can space the floor out with his shooting and still has good size. I mean, he is getting up there in age. He's a lot older now, but I don't know. Kind of just like what you said, just a meh, kind of irrelevant trade. I don't really see why either team really did it.
Well, I think Middleton just wasn't available for the Bucks, so they wanted to get rid of him, and then Kuzma's been playing pretty solid this year.
He
So
has. He
I don't
has
know.
stepped up quite a bit this year, but still.
That's true. Mark, do you have any thoughts on this one specifically?
Yeah, I mean, look, we saw the Wizards do a lot of moving during this trade deadline, and I guess it's good to get some veteran presence for this also relatively young team. Um, and the Bucks, this is a good trade for them. Kuz has been doing pretty good. Chris has been uh out and injured, but so has Kuz a little bit. But it's a good trade. You know, Wizards are bad. The Bucks are good. Will this help the Bucks a little bit? Yeah. I mean, there's nothing else I really can say. It's a pretty simple trade, and I think it's pretty fair. I think the Knicks won this trade because they got cash. I
They
mean,
got money.
bro,
That's
they
all
got
we care
money,
about.
dude. I mean, dude, with that team and they get more money, well, I'll be damned.
Yeah, that's that's pretty funny right there. All right, and then let's move on to one that was a little bit more notable. The Cleveland Cavaliers acquired DeAndre Hunter from the Hawks in return for Karis LeVert, Georgie Niang, three second round picks and two pick swaps. This was a very good move by the Cavs. A lot of people didn't think, including myself, that they were really going to do anything at the deadline because they're just so good, but they just got even better. Karis LeVert, I believe, is on an expiring contract. And Georgie Niang does not move me at all. And DeAndre Hunter is a very good wing player that the Cavs needed. That's kind of the only position that they really needed, a good wing player. They got the two guards and the two big man down low. I think this was a very effective pickup there by the Cavs.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I absolutely agree. I knew DeAndre Hunter was gonna get traded. There were talks about it, I think, a week ago that the Hawks are listening to trades for him, and I'm pretty sure is he on his last year of his contract? I'm not 100%
Uh,
sure.
yeah, neither mine.
Yeah, but there was talks about the Hawks being a selling team this year, and they sold to the Cavs, and I think the Hawks in the long run got um a relatively good trade. They have 3 second rounders, which is pretty good. They can move those around as well. Maybe build up to a first rounder this year because they don't have a first rounder this year. So the Hawks are in trouble. But this just benefited the Cavs so much. This is a great trade for them. Again, they needed someone on the wing, and they have their two guys up front. They have the one and two. They have the four. Um, this is just this is really good. This is a really good trade.
Yeah. Oscar, you want to add anything to it?
I mean, you
Or
guys
no?
kind of hit the nail on the head.
Mhm.
DeAndre Hunter now for the Cavs completes their starting five and gives them a really really good starting five. Um, and just adding depth to the best team in the East. Um, that's good. Yeah, I mean that's definitely a position you want to put yourself in as a successful franchise at the moment. Um, you know, um, always looking to improve and never being complacent. I think it's very good that they did do this trade, and we'll see what it does for them. I mean, I don't think it's a world breaker like
Yeah.
a few of the other trades. But
We'll get to we'll get to
yeah,
some world breakers, some earth shattering
Did you guys know I got
trades.
traded?
You got traded to
I
where?
got traded.
No, you didn't.
from the Colorado School of Mines.
I've been traded to CU Boulder
Wow, wow.
for
Wow.
a unrestricted first round pick, cast consideration, and one Colin Fursley.
Bro, I'm not going over there. Oh,
I'm
brother.
just
All
kidding.
right, but
A first round admit. Damn, those are high draft value.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, at this point, any of us could get traded, you know. So,
Oh no, for real.
all right, let's turn the heat up a little
Let's
bit on
turn
some of
up the
these
heat. Yo,
trades.
guys, it's a little
Let's get
cold in
to s-
here. Can we turn on
yeah,
the heat real
A
quick?
little boring.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's turn up the heat. Not literally the heat quite yet, but Mark's boy, Mr.
My boy.
De'Aaron Fox, was
I actually
traded.
really loved this trade, man.
Yeah,
This is the trade I'm the most hyped about, besides the earth-shattering one.
yeah. Well, yeah. There. Yep. That's
Shoot.
true. So,
Let me.
so basically, De'Aaron Fox, he wanted out of Sacramento, and he wanted to go to the Spurs, and that's exactly what happened. So the Spurs got De'Aaron Fox along with Jordan McLaughlin. The Kings received Zach LaVine, which I think is interesting. City
Three-way
Sissoko,
trade.
three first round picks, three second round picks, and then the Bulls got Zach Collins, Kevin Herter, Trey Jones, and a first round pick from San Antonio. Um, Two things. First of all, I think De'Aaron Fox is about to get a good taste of all them big old women down there in San Antonio. I know
Yes,
Mark's
sir.
about to get
Yes,
that as
sir.
well.
Yes, sir.
You had to put that in there, and then
Oh,
also,
Shaq, let me
first of
tell you,
all,
there's two things that are true about San Antonio. They got the best organization in the NBA, best run organization, and they got some big old women down there in San Antonio.
absolutely, no doubt there, Chuck. So,
What he got,
we all
NBA?
saw De'Aaron Fox. He made his Spurs debut yesterday, and he actually played very, very well. 24 points.
He dropped a double
Um,
double.
yep, absolutely. Along with Wemby, who also did the same thing per usual. Uh, I was gonna say when I first saw this, I was like, "Dang, bro!" They can't. First of all, the Bulls. I don't know what the Bulls are doing. Like,
Uh,
what the heck? What is this?
Actually,
Who are these?
I'll tell you, Colin. They're
Yeah, go
finally
ahead.
getting rid of their like just mediocrity, that they were in a state of like the last over three or
Yeah.
4 years with that
Uh
little
huh.
DeRozan, Vucevic, Zach LaVine era, Alonzo
Hey,
Ball.
hey, hey, hey.
They still have
They
Vucevic
still
though.
got Lonzo, 2 year, 20 million. I might swerve, bend the corner.
Yeah, yeah. I was
Whoa.
about to say, I was like, give the keys to Lonzo and let him swerve and bend that corner. Whoa, whoa.
Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, the Bulls are they're gonna start tanking as the Bulls
Oh,
are
they're
because
gonna
they have not been
swerve.
good.
They're gonna swerve. They're
They're gonna
It's a
bending the
pivot.
corner. But
They're
Yeah.
they're
not bending
bending the
anything.
corner.
They're swerving into the corner. They're not
Now
bending
But
they're
nothing,
just
no, no,
bro.
no, 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 no.
they're
They're
pivoting
bending the
from the
corner
Vucevic
180
era.
degrees. Go, dude. Vooch, that's my dog, bro.
They're pivoting from the DeRozan era. All right, finally.
Yeah, yeah. So that was another thing I wanted to mention. I think personally, conspiracy theory. I think DeRozan made this trade because you got the Spurs and then you got the Kings and you got the Bulls. I mean, the only team here that's not there is the Raptors, but he doesn't even like the Raptors anymore because they got rid of him and then won championship afterwards. So he was like, let me just include all of my teams into one trade. It was brilliant, honestly. I think DeRozan really did well here. Um, when I first saw this, I think the Kings got so much stuff for De'Aaron Fox. I was like, dang, they got 6 picks. That's insane. And Zach LaVine, who's also very good. But then I heard that this first round pick from the Hornets, like something about it, it could turn into a second round pick. Like it's not even a real first round pick. And then the Timberwolves one, like the Timberwolves are good,
Is it
so
a
it's not even.
projected? It's a projected first round pick then.
Yeah, it must be because apparently it's not gonna be a first round pick. I don't really know all the little intricacies of NBA draft picks, but I don't know. So I mean, I think the Kings got a lot of stuff. I just don't know how many actual first round picks they're gonna get and if they're gonna even be high. But yeah, so Mark, I know you like De'Aaron Fox, so what do you
I
think
do
about
really
this
like
one?
him. I think he's a great player. I have him on my fantasy basketball team, and I mean, outside of that, he's just an amazing player. He really is, and I think this trade benefits him very much so, and it benefits the Spurs too. I was actually talking with my buddy the day this happened, and we were talking how like this is like a really good trade for the Spurs, and I told him I'm like, dude, De'Aaron Fox is gonna drop double doubles at least once a week, and he's like, why? I'm like, this guy can shoot. He's a great shooter, and he's a good passer, and he's got a player with the length and size of Wemby. Dude, this guy's gonna be dropping double doubles right and left, right, which is amazing. And then Wemby's going to be dropping double doubles too, because he's going to be assisting CP3 or he's going to be assisting De'Aaron Fox. They've built a good team here, but I think they're still relatively low on the standings, right? If I'm not mistaken. Let me just,
Yeah, I think they're ninth or some. They're hovering in the play-in
yeah.
region.
So does this benefit them to? Yeah, they're 12th right now, actually. They're
My bad.
12th, and in a very competitive West conference, this is a good trade for them. I think the Kings did well in this trade too. They got a lot in return, regardless if it's first round or second round. They have a lot of assets to play with. I don't think Zach LaVine's gonna be. Uh, I mean, Zach LaVine, he's a good player. I just don't think he's a game changer. But DeRozan and LaVine, that's a good duo. They miss each other, yada yada yada, bromance. The Bulls are tanking. Uh, King is good assets. That's really it. I really like this trade for De'Aaron Fox and his fantasy value as well. Very nice fantasy points coming in to shoot in the playoffs. I'm 13-2, and we got to keep going.
Absolutely. Yep. And all right, let's turn the heat up a little bit more. All right, guys.
Just a little
So
bit.
we're gonna turn up the heat because it's about the heat. Finally, it has happened. Mr. Jimmy Buckets has been traded to the Golden State Warriors. Personally, we could have got maybe a little bit more, but I'm glad he's
Jimmy
gone.
Butler has been traded to the Golden State Warriors.
Yep. So
Dub Dub
I
City, baby.
The Warriors, they wanted an extra piece, to keep Steph and Draymond happy, make one last push. I think their contracts are aligned now, so all 3 of these players, their contracts expire in 2 years because Jimmy signed that extension. And I don't really know how far Jimmy's gonna take them, how much he's gonna help them. He's gonna help them,
Well, not
before
how
this,
much
this trade
how far
happened.
he's gonna take them, how much he's gonna contribute. Because let's be real here, it's still Steph Curry's team. He's still the better player out of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so
Yep, that's true. That's a good point. So Jimmy Butler's on the Warriors. I mean, I think that he did pretty well, all things considered. So, uh, this is the trade details. So we got the Warriors. They only got Jimmy Butler. The Heat, they received Andrew Wiggins, Kyle Anderson, and a top 10 protected 2025 first round pick, as well as D Mitchell from the Raptors. Almost could have gone Donovan Mitchell, but
no,
you
no,
got
no, it's D-Mitch,
Da- D Mitch.
Davion.
Uh,
Yeah,
Former number 9 overall pick.
Davion. Yep. From the Raptors. The Raptors, they got PJ Tucker from the Jazz, cash. So obviously they won this trade, and a 2026 second round pick from the Heat that comes from the Lakers. The Pistons, they got Lindy Waters from the Warriors, Dennis Schroeder, who I'm pretty sure, oh, he's been passed around like,
Look,
I mean,
He
yeah, go
complete
ahead.
he
Colin,
completed the Roy G. Biv of the NBA. Him and
this
Shaq, only two players to complete Roy G.
this
Biv.
guy is getting passed around more than any girl I've seen in Pi Phi or AFI
Oh
ever
my
in
god,
my
oh my
life.
lord, oh my lord.
Jesus, these guys going from SAE to SIGUP to Beta to Fiji to AE Pi to Theta Chi to at this point anything. This guy's going to all of them. Any team.
Yeah.
This guy could break the records for the amount of teams he's getting passed around like, oh my goodness. He's getting passed around like some exams on exam day,
You know,
baby.
John, this is just a classic example of your typical NBA journeyman. A real reliable player, solid foundational piece, and ready to go at any point. Just plug and play kind of guy. Really can move him around anywhere in the NBA, as we see here.
Wow. Thank you, Mike Breen. I really appreciate that insight. And then the Utah Jazz, they got KJ Martin from the Pistons, as well as a 2028 second round pick from the Pistons. Josh Richardson from the Heat, who now apparently is leaving. They
Yep.
released him.
He's getting
And
waived.
2020, 2031. Why did they do draft picks 20 years from now? Anyway, second round pick from the Heat via the Pacers.
Well,
So,
it's not 21 years from now anymore.
well, 6 years is a while for some draft picks, I gotta say. So anyways, let's look at this, right? So first of all, Kyle Anderson was supposed to go to some other team. I think the Raptors, and then that fell through. So now we're keeping him, but we said we're gonna try to work something out. I don't know what's happening, but we got a top 10 protected, so it's not great. I mean, it could be, if we get the 11th pick, it's good. But if that draft pick from
No,
the Warriors
it's top
falls,
10 protected in this year's draft.
which means that if see, I learned this yesterday. I didn't even know what that meant, to be completely
You
honest. But
froze.
top 10 protected basically means if it's from the Warriors.
No,
So
I
if
know.
the Warriors draft pick, which they're not going to, but if they were to have a top 10 draft pick, they would keep it. Like, we don't get it. We would have to wait for the next year in order to be eligible to get the pick again. So basically, I don't think the Warriors are going to have the top 10 pick in the draft. They're probably going to start doing a little better now, but it is top 10 protected. And then Davion Mitchell, I mean, I think he's a good young player. What Mark said, he's the ninth pick in the draft.
Ninth overall, yeah.
Uh, I think he's averaging only 9 points a game. He's not playing a whole lot. I don't know if that's because they haven't unlocked his true potential or because he's just not very good. But if anyone can unlock somebody, it is Eric Spoelstra. So I'm feeling we could have got like we did pretty well because we had no leverage in this, and
Yeah.
and it makes me very happy that Jimmy did not go to Phoenix because he finally got screwed over a little bit there. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So I don't know. What do you guys have anything to add here?
Yeah, I'm glad that this whole drama saga is over with. I don't think anyone wanted to deal with it anymore. I think we did well in this trade. We got Andrew Wiggins. He's 29 years old, right? So he's not super young, super old. He's playing well. Kyle Anderson. I never heard of the guy. I
Slow
thought
mo,
who?
slow mo. They call him slow mo. You got that jumper. He's like,
Yeah, I still don't care. Never heard of that guy. And
On
Mitchell,
some Bill Cartwright type of jumper.
whatever these guys are on,
yeah.
I don't even know. All I know is that this trade wasn't even supposed to happen like this. I was reading an article earlier today, and apparently there was going to be at least a three-way trade that was between the Suns, the Heat, and the Warriors. And actually, it was going to be that KD goes to the Suns. No, no, no. KD goes to the Warriors, Jimmy goes to the Suns, and we get people from I think we get Andrew Wiggins and Kuminga and some I don't even know, right? But Kevin Durant shut that down. He said he didn't want to go back because of course Draymond Green, who that guy should retire. He's an issue. He's always been a problem. But with very no leverage at all, I think we did good for this. I think we did good. I think we still have a good push in the playoffs. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Andrew Wiggins does as a Miami Heat.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. All right. Now we're gonna go to max heat. You know, when you're cooking up some nice steak, you know, in Lakewood, Colorado, you know, you really got to put the temperature all the way up,
Sir.
piping hot. All right. So let's get into it now. I mean, there's not really a whole lot for us to say because we've heard many people talk about this already. But yeah, I mean, I think this is the craziest trade in all of sports, not just the NBA. Luka Doncic, Oscar's favorite player in the history of the entire world, uh, was traded to the Los Angeles Lakers in exchange for Anthony Davis. So, yeah, Oscar, I mean, you got this one, brother.
To Mavs fans, I feel for you. Um, the level of incompetency displayed by a general manager who is entrusted with an organization and being paid millions of dollars, mind you, to try to guarantee every facet of success for your organization, did the exact opposite. Um, that man should be sued, in my personal opinion. But for Luka Doncic as well, it was a bit of a heartbreaking um, depart from Dallas because it really was like a second home for him. It's where he was drafted, and he wanted to do a Dirk 2.0, man. He wanted to spend his entire career in Dallas, and you could see it too. Like he loved the Mavs, he loved Dallas, but now he gets to play with
LeBron.
LeBron at the
So now your two favorite players
Lakers.
are on
Honestly,
the same team.
I don't even
Yeah,
care about LeBron. He gets to play with Bronny James, the great dude. LeBron
yo,
and Bronny together are dude
it's the new big three, baby. It's
insane.
all like it's all
Big
of
three,
this.
insane.
Now all the Lakers have to worry about is what they're gonna do, how they're gonna help LeBron after Doncic retires. But um, uh,
It took me a second to register. That was a good one. That's funny. That's
Oh
funny.
man, that's a good one. This guy's a funny guy, I mean.
but man, this is earth shattering, man. Luka on the Lakers, baby. Come on, man. What are we talking about here, bro? Like the Lakers are set for the next 10 years, and then, like I said, all they got to worry about is who they're gonna pair LeBron up with after Luka leaves or retires. Um,
Yeah.
but damn, man. Um, I mean, defense
Yeah.
wins championships, but not when you trade away the second or third best player in the NBA and your franchise
That
cornerstone.
that is very true. So these are the specifics of the trade. So Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, the German, going to the Lakers as well as Markieff Morris, and then the Mavs receive Anthony Davis, of course, Max Christie, and one singular first round pick. I don't know how that was allowed, but sure. And then the Jazz, who found out that they were about to be a part of this historical trade about 30 minutes before it actually happened, received Jalen Hood, Shafino, and two second round picks, one of them from the Clippers. So, you know, I think in the long run, obviously the Lakers, you know, assuming Luca, keeps being Luca, uh, is really gonna have won this trade overall from in the long term. They got this young stud over here to really help keep the Lakers relevant and be very good for years to come. However, as of this very moment, I think the Mavs are the better team, because uh, Luca has been injured for 3 months. I would know because he's on my fantasy team, and he hasn't even been playing. And now they get Anthony Davis, who's top five defender in the entire league, still really really strong player. And now they pair him with Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford. He doesn't have to be the center anymore. Now he can play power forward, his natural position, and you still got Kyrie Irving playing out of his mind, and PJ Washington. So I mean, I think the Mavs, if the Mavs played the Lakers right now, you know, besides the fact that Luka's probably going to drop 70 points, I think the
70.
Mavs 100. Sorry,
70.
I think the Mavs would win.
This guy's dropping some Wilt Chamberlain numbers on these guys. What do you mean?
Yeah,
This guy's dropping 100 plus. This
but I
guy's
think
pissed.
I
Everyone's
think
pissed. I'm
right
pissed.
now, right now, the
Okay,
Mavs are
Colin,
better.
Colin, Colin, Colin.
Yes, yes.
Yes, Luca has been injured for the last 3 months, but you trade him for an injury-prone player. Like,
Well,
mind you, somebody
brother,
who's
brother,
been
brother.
very injury-prone
I did not say, I was not talking
his whole
about the
career.
future. I'm talking about right. I'm talking about right now. Saying right now the
Also,
Mavs are better
Luka is
because of this trade.
playing on Monday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
So
yeah, he is.
Potentially.
No,
no,
he
no,
is.
So
no, he's playing on Monday.
great. I need him to drop a lot of points for my teams. But yeah, I mean, I just think currently right now the Mavs win the trade right now, this very moment. It benefits them more because they didn't even have Luka. Now they got Anthony Davis. And obviously, overall, okay, like obviously, yes, the Lakers and Luka Doncic won the trade. But maybe both teams had different agendas. Might not have been the right decision, but I don't know. It's just very interesting to see. And oh my goodness, when the Lakers go down to Dallas, Texas, and play at American Airlines Center, I'm watching that game because that is about to be absolutely ridiculous. And the main thing about this though is the only knock on the Lakers was okay, they traded Anthony Davis. They don't have a big man. So this other trade that I was really intrigued by
What are you
happened
talking about?
a
They
couple
got
of days
Maxi
later.
Kleber.
Yeah, forget about Max and Kleber, all right?
Yo, you need
They
to get
got
my reactions
Mark
on it.
they got Mark Williams from the Charlotte Hornets. However, they traded Dalton Connect,
Connect
Cam Reddish,
4.
unprotected first round pick, and a pick swap. First
They
of
got
all,
fleeced, bro.
the Hornets. I think the Hornets did really well in this trade.
Yeah, no, the
Dal-
Lakers got fleeced.
I mean, Mark Williams is good. They needed the player, but yeah, Mark.
It doesn't matter. They got Luka Doncic.
The Lakers
baby.
are in need of a new center.
Bro,
AD's
but
been wanting a center. He got a center. And
Yeah.
then
dude,
they traded him.
but Dalton Connect though, he's gonna be great. I feel like, and they traded him. He's a rookie. This is like reverse Kobe Bryant. Like, what's going on? Is Dalton Connect about to be the new Kobe? Like, what's going on? Why are they trading
no,
him?
Don't you dare even
Wh- wh-
insinuate that. Nothing
why
will
not?
ever happen at Charlotte. They're a poverty franchise ran by a poverty leader.
But what about LaMelo Ball? He's swerving the corners.
They
Yo,
have
he's
LaMelo Ball.
Swerving,
amazing.
bending the corners.
No,
Whoa.
he's amazing. He's great. He will go on to do amazing things in his career outside of
And
Charlotte.
what about Miles Bridges? What about Miles Bridges?
All right, hold on.
Not too much, Colin.
I think I
Miles
should
Bridges.
comment. I think I
Give
should
me some
comment.
bucks. Sorry, go ahead.
I think I should comment on this AD Luka trade. If you can go back to this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I just have a couple words to say. First of all, what the? This is the most piece of dumb.
Okay, bro, stop. All right, so
That's my react. No, hold on, no. I just need to. I need to say a couple things about this trade because this intrigued me. This really did. All right. First of
if it
all,
did not intrigue you, there's a problem. But go
no.
ahead.
It intrigued me. Right.
Mhm.
This is crazy. This is insane. I mean, there were no. I mean, Colin texts. I swear to God, I'm driving home from school. I was studying. I had 4 exams this week. I'm driving home. It's like 10:30 at night here in Colorado. Colin goes, Luka just got traded. Luka? What the fuck's this guy talking about? I'm thinking like, yo, like Miami Heat, bro? Like Jimmy Butler? Like, did we just
Luka Garza?
like? What's this guy talking about? To the Lakers? What do you mean? I pulled into an In-N-Out. I was picking up a double animal style. It was late, and I had to get some food, bro.
Yo,
Pull into drive-thru.
crazy verbiage on that. I pulled up to an In-N-Out and got a double animal style. What is that, buddy?
Bro, you never had a double animal style?
I don't think I've had anything animal style.
Bro, it's amazing. But see, I pull up, I pull up to the drive-thru, and I see the notification on my phone. The first thing I told the guy at the prompter was, "Yo, Luka got traded," and he goes, "You said a double?" What are you talking about, bro? I'm like, no, Luka got traded. All right, 1 double animal style fries, and a chocolate shake. Boom, done. All right, pull
You should
out.
have said triple double.
No, double is fine. But that's a good one, buddy. But yeah,
Thanks, appreciate
and
it.
so yeah, I didn't.
I'll be here all night.
I didn't believe it, but this is the Lakers. I mean, this is an amazing trade. The Lakers. You've always seen the Lakers always getting star players. I don't think they've ever had a not star player on their team in at
Buddy,
least the last 30 years.
Have you seen the 2017 and
Lonzo Ball.
2018 Lakers?
I know.
Josh Hart,
No.
Brandon
Lonzo Ball was a
Ingram.
stud. Are you talking about, bro?
Larry Nance Jr.
Yo, LeVar Ball went three
Are
for
you
three, bro.
saying
I don't even.
that your son is better than LeBron James? Absolutely.
Listen, man. That Lakers team was stacked, but I don't know what you're
My
talking
son
about.
gonna be better than Steph Curry.
But for real, I'll get to my for real
He's
points.
not wrong. His son was better than Steph Curry. Was going to be better. He was just talking about his other son.
Yeah. Well, I gotta agree with Colin. I think the Mavs in the short run won this trade if Anthony Davis can stay healthy. We saw what they did last year in like the playoffs, and they made it to the NBA Finals, but that was with Luka. Um, and I this is if this team this whole Mavs team is made of glass, bro. Like you drop them and they're crippled for like a month. They're out for a month. But this is a really good trade for the Lakers. The fact that LeBron had nothing to do with it, I find that hard to believe, but it's possible. But this
No, I don't find it hard to believe. I don't
this
think
Big
LeBron would
brother,
have
this
willingly
thi-
traded AD away.
this really leads me to believe that we really are coming to the end of the LeBron James era, like genuinely. Like this could be his last year.
This guy, do you hear him?
I, it,
Do you hear him?
I'm serious. Look,
There's
if
no such thing as an end to
maybe
the
the
LeBron
Lakers know
James
something
era.
that we don't,
The word
and
"end" and LeBron
and he,
James should never be
he
put
might
in the
retire
same
after this year.
sentence.
And
Unless
if
you're
that
talking about
happens,
him ending somebody's life
then
with
so
his
be it,
ferocious dunks. Mark's
Yes.
frozen.
All right. Well, anyways, let's move on. All right. So, dude, Mark's face looks so funny. Okay.
I know.
So, all right. So let's
LeBron froze him in time, bro.
dude, LeBron can do that to people, bro. He's got superpowers.
I know.
Just like in Space Jam. All right. So, what she stole from MJ because he's the GOAT anyway. So let's move along into the NFL. Oh, there he's gone. All right. So
Damn, LeBron
finally,
eviscerated him.
yeah, LeBron took off all his Wi-Fi apparently.
That's why you don't talk
so-
ill of LeBron. He's always listening, always watching.
That is true. So let's transition into the NFL. This is our last. Actually, no, because we'll talk about the Super Bowl next podcast. But
And we'll talk about the draft eventually.
yes, that's true. That's true. But for the foreseeable future, this is our last time predicting a game of the entire NFL season. It's so
Oh, no,
sad.
absolutely, absolutely. It's very sad.
So let's talk about the Super Bowl, which has taken very surprisingly a back burner in this entire sports conversation of the week. So Super Bowl 59 in the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. The Kansas City Chiefs
In New
taking on the
Orleans.
Philadelphia Eagles for the
Louisiana.
second time in the past 3 years. Got Patrick Mahomes, we got Jalen Hurts. So, Oscar, what do you think? Well, what is like a main point that you're looking to see in the Super Bowl? What do you think is going to be the difference maker?
Now, do I want the Miami Heat to win, or do I want a feel-good story?
The
It's
Miami
very simple.
Heat?
Yes. Now,
Okay.
if you're in the know, Mark alluded to this last pod.
Oh,
but,
sorry. Yes. My bad. Apologies. Yes. You're right. Go ahead.
if you're in the know, the Miami Heat possibly stand to gain a lot of money. Well, not the Miami Heat, Pat
Or
Riley
his
specifically.
his charity.
Yes. His foundation, I believe, which
Mhm,
has a
yeah.
charity. Stands to gain a lot of money. If the Chiefs do in fact three-peat, because Pat Riley did successfully trademark the term three-peat in 1989. Was it 1989? I believe it was 1989. Oh, look who's back. Or do I
LeBron
want...
really threw you into the
Yeah, that's why you
stratosphere
don't.
over there.
That's why you don't talk bad about LeBron, buddy.
Unfortunately,
Lesson
LeBron traded me. I've been
The
traded.
Pod.
GM.
I've
Yeah.
been traded to the Colorado School
there he
Mines
goes again.
oh my God, it's gone.
Wow,
again.
he's every time
Yo,
we say LeBron,
Get
he's
LeBron
gone.
out of your mouth, bro. Like you can't talk ill on LeBron.
All right,
Learn
we're not
your
talking
lesson.
about LeBron anymore.
Yeah, or
All
else
right.
you're gonna get traded, Colin.
Look at his little face, bro. He's like smiling. He
Yeah.
looks so happy.
Uh,
Anyways, so yes, Pat
Or
Riley, we're
do we
making a
think
lot of money.
yes, or do we think Saquon is actually gonna continue doing what he's been doing? Explode and bust through the open hole, and gain a lot of yards
Hmm.
as the physical, insane, natural athlete talent of a running back that he is, and dominate the game for the Eagles. Very possible. I think it's going to be a shootout, kind of like it was 2 years ago. Um, and I think while the Eagles have a better D line, I think the Chiefs have a better defensive scheme. But the Chiefs also have not faced uh, a running back like this besides week 1, I believe, versus the
Yeah, I
Baltimore
played Derrick
Ravens.
Henry in week 1. Yeah, I'd say.
So,
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very tough.
um, and by the way, like week 1 was like preseason at this point. Like, gee, like
Preseason for the
the
Chiefs, that's for sure.
and the Ravens as well. Like the Ravens did not play up to par, especially Derrick Henry. Like to how he played the rest of the season. I mean, he had a good game, but not compared to the rest of the season. Um, so yeah, I think the Chiefs are really going to be tested on defense through Saquon,
I agree.
and Mahomes is going to go up against probably the best D line he's had to go up against this playoff. So very interesting to see. I think it will be a shootout though, and I guess I'm gonna have to go with the Chiefs for a three-peat. I mean, I just don't see the refs not giving them favorable calls. Not that, not to say that they're cheating. I don't think they're cheating, but I think the refs definitely do give them favorable calls. Like
Yeah.
they have the benefit of the doubt.
Hmm. Yeah, I see that. I think you're right. I agree with you. I think the Chiefs O line is going to be a really big focal point in this game, and I also think uh, the Chiefs D line is all like basically the Chiefs linemen, because they got to stop Saquon and they got to stop Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith and all those guys, uh, and Zach Bond. I just
Shout out Jalen Carter. If
yeah,
you know, you
shout out
know.
Jalen. I don't know, but
It's fine. I'll tell you after the pod.
okay, cool. So I mean, I don't see the Chiefs losing this game just because it's the Chiefs and they almost never lose. But the last time the Chiefs, I feel like, played a defense this good in the Super Bowl, they lost to the Buccaneers with Tom Brady. So, you know, the Chiefs O line is obviously better now than it was then, but I think it's still going to be a challenge. I think it's going to be a great game, probably high scoring, I'd say. But I could see a world where Saquon runs for 150 and they still lose. I think the Chiefs could still win if Patrick Mahomes wills them to win. I need to see more out of DeAndre Hopkins, out of Hollywood Brown, and Travis Kelce is going to have a good game. But I just think that Mahomes needs more help. If he's relying on Kelsey the entire game, it's not gonna go the way that they want it to go. And then that's what I think is gonna happen. And it'll probably come down to the wire. I hope it does. And I'm also gonna go with the Chiefs. I think we should make some score predictions as well. I'm gonna say the Chiefs are gonna win the Super Bowl. Let's say 35 to 31. The Chiefs are gonna win. Mark, you go ahead, sir.
Hey guys, sorry about that. I got traded again, like Dennis Schroeder here, experiencing some technical difficulties. What were we talking about? I know we're talking about the Super Bowl, but what do you want me to say? What are, like
Yeah, no, okay,
thoughts?
so what do you think is the main focal point going to be of this game? What's the X factor here?
Yeah, so one of the X factors is Saquon. If we see Saquon Barkley really activated for the Eagles, and we know they have a great O line, then yeah, but this is going to be a big offensive line game and defensive line game for both teams. The Chiefs' defensive line is going to have to contain the Saquon Barkley run. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of run attempts and not many pass attempts here from the Eagles. Also, the offensive line for the Chiefs is going to have to go up against a very, very tough um, Eagles defensive line. And we saw last time what happened when the Chiefs face a really good defensive line and a really good defense, and they lost, and that was to Tom Brady and the Bucks. Um, so really, this is going to be an interesting game. To be honest, I feel like on paper the Eagles have the better team, um, but again, I don't think you should be able to. You can't bet against Mahomes. And truly,
Never,
it,
never, never.
if the Eagles can get that pass game going against this really, really tough and aggressive defense of the Chiefs, who also blitz a lot. So they gotta be ready for pressure. They gotta be ready for for the pocket to collapse. Jalen Hurts gotta be ready for the pocket to collapse quickly and be able to escape. I'm gonna expect the Chiefs are probably gonna play a QB spy most of the times because they know that they're gonna corrupt through. I mean, it's a tough. This is a really good defensive battle, but also these teams are really highly offensive ratings. Um, and dude, it's just this is gonna be a good game. We saw this happen 2 years ago, and that was close, and the Chiefs barely won that. And we saw their team then, and we see their team now. But we also saw the Eagles team then, and we see their team now. Um, and my prediction winning here is gonna be the Chiefs, man. You just can't bet against Mahomes. I just can't. I can't do it. Like as much as I want the Eagles and Saquon Barkley to get that ring, and it's just been it's been a historic year for them. This has been a crazy year for the Chiefs, and the refs are making millions here. Dude. I wish I went to ref school. Well, I'll be damned. Knights of Columbus. I'll be making so much money. Jesus Christ. But no, I gotta go with the Chiefs here, and if I gotta give a score prediction, I think it's gonna be the same score as that original game we got 2 years ago. I think it's gonna be 38-35, or maybe 38-41 to be honest, leaning towards the Chiefs here for winning it. But those are my thoughts. I really hope it's a good game. I want to watch a good Super Bowl.
Knights of Columbus.
Knights of Columbus.
That will be my reaction on Sunday when my parlay finally hits from last year that I predicted Travis Kelce will propose to Taylor Swift after winning the three-peat. Knights of Columbus, I got $2 million.
Look, I'm just gonna say this: if they three-peat, the Miami Heat, man,
we've already done it.
You're late. You're late.
Let me mention this real quick, young fella.
We've already talked about this.
We talked
about
it.
I want to say, hey.
Yeah, okay. So,
why do?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, keep talking. Go ahead, boy.
No,
keep
look,
going.
seriously. So
Yeah, seriously.
no, look. Pat Riley has the.
So, Oscar, what's your
Pat
score
Riley
prediction?
has a three-peat copyrighted.
Mark, we. Oh my God, this guy. I can't deal with
I'm
this guy.
saying it again because if
Can-
the Chiefs win, we're gonna sign Trey Young.
I think it's gonna be.
Period. We're gonna get so much. You know how much cash consideration we're gonna get from the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Heat have just done a blockbuster trade. The Miami Heat have traded rights for the three-peat copyright rights for cash consideration. Huge trade, blockbuster within sports industries.
Is it huge trade if it's Blockbuster? I don't know if you know anything about the economy, bro, but Blockbuster has been out of business for years.
Yeah, but I know about that Netflix and chill though, baby. Ooh.
Thank you,
Sorry.
Colin. Doing the Lord's work here.
I know. I saw you muted me. This guy, bro. This guy's so mean.
Anyways, my prediction, 35-31 for the
Are you
Chiefs.
serious? Are you serious? Really?
Why?
Really? What do you mean,
Why?
why? What do you mean, why? Are you paying attention?
Clearly
No.
not, I guess. Did you
I
say 30?
I said the exact same score.
Oh, did you really? When?
Yeah, when I predicted 35-31.
Okay.
You can go with it. I just thought you were joking. No. I thought you were joking. It's fine.
I wasn't even joking.
Oh, okay. All right. So we both got 35-31, and Mark's got what 35-40, 41, whatever.
41-38.
Wait, Colin, when
Okay,
did you say
okay.
35?
When I was
you haven't
talking.
predicted yet.
No, I was the first one
I think
to
you might
give
have
the
accidentally
score.
muted yourself, and I didn't hear you.
No, I think that was you, brother.
No,
Because you were talking. You said you got the Chiefs. Then I started talking, and I was more specific. I gave the score.
Oh,
and then Mark talked, and then I think you were just spaced out. You know what I'm saying?
might have been. I genuinely might have been zoned out.
That's all right. Well, we got two 35-31s, and then we got 41-38. So I think it's gonna be a great game. We'll see on Sunday night what goes down, and so will you guys. So we'll see if we're right. Mark, go ahead.
Yeah, insane week. One of the best trade deadlines ever. Just historic, historic. One to never forget. I'm excited for the future of all these teams. I'm also excited to watch the Super Bowl this weekend, and uh,
As am I, buddy.
I
As am I.
it's gonna be a great game. And besides that, YouTube, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Get
As
It
am
Right
I.
Saturday
As
Night
am I. As am
Podcast.
I. As am
We
I.
appreciate you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure you guys take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Peace and love, baby.
Yes, sir. See you guys.